Benalaya is in the house. Good morning.
Good morning, Cecilia.
Do we need to introduce you? So, okay, Editor-in-Chief, Sports Day. Okay, thank you for joining us.
That's enough. That's enough.
Whenever there are issues, you always pop up. You're the issues man on the show, so we're delighted to have you.
Yeah.
Which one got you talking? You have Sporting Life there, right?
Yeah, I have Sporting Life. My good friend Adu Jekere's paper is here, so I'll treat whatever he has here very well.
Okay.
Let's start with that one then.
I start with the one that says NFF queries Siasia over media outburst. I don't know why that should be. This is my personal opinion, as I always say. If NFF is querying Siasia, is he saying the truth or is lying? Siasia went on there. Siasia is saying he's not been paid 3 months' salaries.
Sporting Life. So
we're on Sporting Life.
Yeah.
Okay. And he's saying he's not been paid 3 months' salaries. The games they played at the All African Games, bonuses were not paid, and you are paying home-based players who qualified for CHAN. What are his sins, so to speak? And so he's talking out. He's frustrated. He's pushed to the wall. And they say even if he's a goat, if you push him to the wall, he reacts. And so that is what is happening. I think the NFF need to call him to a round table like this and said, yes, we know we don't have money, but please can you bear with us? Don't tell him every time you don't have money, and you are spending money elsewhere. It means that you don't want him to qualify for the Olympics, or you want to sack him. It means that if you keep saying you don't have money and you are spending it elsewhere, it means that you have priorities. Meanwhile, everything, as far as we are concerned, is a priority to the Nigerian people. I mean, we must go to the Olympics. Our greatest achievement in football still remains the Atlanta 96 Olympics that Nwankwo Kanu captained, and we won the gold medal, which is the Nations Cup. I mean, I don't think in world football that is what counts for Nigeria today. And if Siasia wants to win it, he's been to the final, he wants to do it again. Let's support him to do it.
But really, before I allow you to go to another issue, playing the devil's advocate now, don't you think maybe their own way of looking at it is you don't have to go to the media, whether it's true or not?
No, he's been talking to them. There are times that media hype like this helps to ginger things up. If you keep too quiet, I mean, they mess you up. So you come out, quote unquote. So at times you need to talk to the media. At times you need to come out and say, look, I'm suffering. Because at the end of the day, if the team does not qualify, it's Siasia that is going to get fired. So what are we talking about? If he doesn't go to the media will castigate him at the end of the day. So he needs to go to the media.
After all avenues of discussion have been exhausted.
I've failed woefully, because that's what he said. They have failed woefully.
Okay, we'll move to complete sports now. There's this big one. Olise confirms Iheanacho and Martins for Swaziland game.
Great. Iheanacho, we saw him at the weekend, scored one, I think created 2 or 1 other. He's a great player and is upcoming. If Pele can win the World Cup at 17 years of age, who says Iheanacho cannot play for Nigeria he's already 19? He's doing great, and I think Olise has done the right thing by calling him up. Martins, yeah, good, but some of us have misgivings. Are we saying because of is Martins really a replacement for Emmanuel Emenike? Begin to wonder, and then some people are saying so many players who have played for a particular club side based in Lagos are the ones who get invited every time. Now that Olise is in charge, I think he should come out also to play that. I don't want to mention the name of the club so that it will not be an issue again. But I think we discuss issues here. Martins is a good player, a great one, but is getting to the end of his career.
Well,
I think we need
everybody.
You cannot, but for me, let's see him, because while Stephen Keshi was there, he got invited and he simply could not make the cut. And that was why he was let down. Was left off the team. Now he's back. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. I hope he can acquit himself well. Okay.
Okay.
Cheers.
Okay. If you don't have any other thing, let's go to, of course, Ben's paper, Sports Day. Which one? Ikeme braces for Enyama's return. That's on page 4, talking about Sports Day now. What's this about?
Well, there's still talk. Of course, don't forget that the National Sports Commission is saying that some of the retirements that had happened recently in the national team are not acceptable to them. Of course, the DG did say so, Dr. Al-Hassan Yakmout, a very good friend, I think, of everybody here. And for him to have said so, he said there's going to be a sports summit in December and these things are going to be discussed, thrashed out. And those players who are still doing very well for top club side across Europe need to play for the national team of Nigeria, which is their fatherland. Some players have not done 10 years. Yes, Enyama may have done over 10 years, and he says he wants to leave because of certain disagreement. But players who have not done 10 years, who are just quitting like Emenike and co, I think there is, I mean, who says we are even scared that more may quit. So, so there's need for the DG who oversees all the sports
federation. Are we not taking part of the coach's job?
Exactly. I was good with it. That's my point.
If we have to do a summit.
Yes, you have to do a summit, and you said there are some players who aren't playing that they need to be in the national team.
Yeah,
can you tell a coach the players that you feel can be in the national
coach
team
you say
when you're not the one in charge
or...
of that particular team?
I don't think we are taking the coach's job here.
Okay.
What the DG is an administrator purely. Don't forget that he's also a former athlete.
Of course.
He was Nigeria's volleyball captain for several years. He did very well at his level. He was also a great footballer, even though he didn't take the football line. And I mean, he's an all-round sports person. And so we should give him that, again, benefit of the doubt to say, look, I am seeing things that are not right. Yeah. He's an administrator, he's a sports person, and he's saying if things are not right with the sports a unit under his ministry. Of course, don't forget that there are only two sub-units under the National Sports Commission, the NIS and of course the NFF. And the others are just appendages that, I mean, I'm telling you, that is what
NFF and others.
Okay, the NBBF and the Volleyball Federation, all of that,
all
they are not listed, and that's why they always have money issues when we have tournaments to attend, competitions to go. So if the DG is talking,
can I quickly cut it short there? I'm sorry. Does that mean the money that gets to other ferry, so to speak, other federations are actually peanuts that drops?
Absolutely, that's
the big
what
ones?
they are. If the two big ones are the NIS and the NFF, until the bill, until a fresh bill is passed or taken to the National Assembly to say, look, the Federation of Basketball, Volleyball Federation, Wrestling Federation, we all need medals when we are doing Athletics Federation, massive federation. And we all need all of that, but they are not officially on the payroll. So what the NSC does is take what they can appropriate to the National Assembly. And then the National Assembly says, okay, this is how much we've got. And so they begin to, you know, as an elder brother, when you put the big meat in your mouth, you have to take.
And the younger brother starts to complain.
Let's go back to
the issue of Yakut saying that things must not continue like this, so that the big players should remain with the national team. We all know how long Thomas Nkono stayed with the Cameroonian national team. Rigobert Song, even though he's a player, is now a coach of Chad. And so many of them, they grow.
Cameroon is a bad example because it backfired many times.
When you say it's a bad, not on that Thomas.
No, it's a bad example, and I'll tell you why.
I'll
tell you why. There are times a coach will decide that it's time off for a player, and the president is even higher than the sports minister in Cameroon. The president, listen. The president will say, call this person back. And we all saw what happened at the last World Cup. There was a generational gap. Some players that shouldn't even be in the national team were still there, some probably bigger than the coach.
When is the right time for
the NSC to act? When is even the right time for the NSC to act? I think it's now. Okay. Look, they can. What the man? Let us not misconstrue his intentions.
Okay.
I think what he wants to do is, gentlemen, I have seen 2 high-profile retirements from the national team, which I don't feel is right. So let's sit down. What is the problem? If it is a disagreement with the coaching crew, or with Sunday Olise, or with the NFF, can we sit down and iron it out? Because these players are still doing very well for their club side. They are playing week in, week out. And as the one whose buck stops, finally, yes, everything that happens, I mean, if the NFF does not do well, the DG of the Sports Commission and maybe the minister and chairman yet to be announced, they are the people who will answer queries from GMD.
Okay.
So I mean, I think it's right that we allow him to make some benefits so that we get our best players, best players all the time in the national team.
All right.
We'll let it rest.
All other players are welcome.
I was going to mention about the Golden Eagles too. There's one here also on Sports Day. Osimhen dedicates goal to, is it Ibe now? Is it Jordan Ibe or Jordan Ibe?
No, definitely not
Okay,
Ibe. There's
not
one,
Ibe. Oh,
Probably one of his
player,
teammates.
One of his teammates, yeah. Ibe Chukwu. This is one
Well,
of
really,
his teammates.
Osimhen, I mean, in the Golden Eaglets, how instrumental is he, or
goals.
how important is
He's
he?
been very level in front of goal, and we give him that. My take about strikers, we've always produced superstars strikers in every under-17 tournament. We've had Nwankwo Kanu and Wilson Oruma,
Peter
Anosike. These few went all the way up, but we also had some more that didn't quite make it.
Yeah.
I don't want to mention
Let's
Femi
say
Opabumi.
75%.
I don't want to mention a couple of them that are still struggling. And meanwhile, there are pairs who didn't strike as far as they did are still shining,
especially in European
countries. So I
Food
want
for
to.
thought.
We see what Iheanacho is doing now with Man City. We're happy. We want to see Osimhen next.
Okay,
All right.
at that
all right.
particular level.
Okay,
Okay, that's definitely what we expect.
Effort into that to ensure that the boy remains on that level. Talking about Victor Osimhen. All right, let's quickly bring to you matches to be played this weekend in the Nigeria Professional Football League. We are getting close and close. Some teams can smell the title. Some can smell relegation.
And some can smell they're not even going up or coming down. They're just
Some can afford to lose the last 3 matches.
stay where
and
they
just
are,
stay
and they'll be happy for
But
it.
you have Wiki Tourist taking on Dolphins, Heartland taking on Giwa, Shooting Stars taking on Ufana Yuba, Nasarawa FC taking on Sharks, Kwara United takes on Taraba United, Abia Warriors takes on Enyimba, Warri Wolves take on Bayelsa United, Sunshine Stars take on Lodi, Rangers take on Aqua United, El Kanemi take on Kano Killers. Ben, let's quickly get you talking one or two of these matches which really stands out to you.
Abia Warriors versus Enyimba, that's a tough call for Enyimba because Abia Warriors is always a pain in their neck. And
They are brothers.
They are Oriental brothers. They are even in the same state. I can't wait for Bendel Insurance. I always mention that. I can't wait for them to come back to the top notch. They came third this last one. This time they need to be in the top 2 to be back. Abia Warriors versus Enyimba.
But since you talked about Enyimba,
and I think Enyimba should be careful. Otherwise, especially as Abia is the one hosting in Umuahia, this game is going to be played in Umuahia, not Aba.
Okay.
And so Abia Warriors with High Chief Neka Yama in charge, anything can happen.
All right.
And we should also be talking of the Women's League. You are not talking about it every time.
But did you listen to me?
I listen to you every time and I get worried.
Did you listen to me today? Did you watch from the beginning?
Yes,
I talked about the Super Six. It's starting. I mean, it's only when you have things to talk about that. Yes.
The league is dead. What are we doing?
Come on.
There's a women's league.
If the league is, if you're having a Super Six, it simply means the league is alive. Yes, and that I'm going to bring you
on the spot.
Okay. All right.
I think it's alive. No, the Super Six is saying that. Let's see what's going to happen with the Super Six and see what happens next season. And then it's
So much. We still have. Oh wow, we're really running out of time. Yeah. Can we still do this? Can we still?
okay,
do this?
quickly we can, because I just want to enjoy, when you see someone who usually, gets to race all the time on the racetrack, and when you see that same athlete on the ring, I don't know what to expect. Well, let's just get to see the other side of Lewis Hamilton.
That was awesome, Lewis.
en tu carrera.
Work hard, play hard. That's the
hard,
way
play hard.
it is.
That's
Yes,
it.
it's Friday, thank God. I'm definitely going to play this weekend. Because
right,
I've been working hard, right?
You've been working very hard. I don't know where are you going to play now?
I don't have to tell you.
Anyway, well, Ben, it's been great to have you, having you on the show, and we do hope that when next we call upon you, you definitely be a part of it. And we'll have to end it there on the show. Many thanks for staying with us. We'll do this again same time next week, so keep a date with us. I'm yours truly, Ayotunde Balogun.
Thank you for watching. I'm Cecilia Omogbe. And of course, Ben Alaya. Today I'm going to discuss women's football. You will be here with me. you will definitely be here.
Okay, that's how we're going to call it a day on the show. We do hope that you've enjoyed everything that we did today. Join us again on Monday, where we'll be coming back and giving you another edition of Sports This Morning. We'll leave you with pictures from the Swiss Open. Swiss Maestro Roger Federer defeated Philip Kohlschreiber, and we ask you to enjoy your weekend. And Yemi Adebayo.